Hello, Lindsay. Thank you for taking some time to view this video. I'm Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. So the point of this video is twofold. One is to give you some tips and tricks you could use on your website to increase your online traffic, your revenue, your leads. Then also to compare your website to local competitors' website and see if you could dominate that area in all the KC metro area. That will lead to more traffic. So I'll talk about three things: content, backlinks, and citations. Whatever I talk about here, you could use on your own for your website. But if you want to talk about that or anything further, please feel free to reach out. Also, if you leave me a few lines of feedback on this actual video, that'll help me get better at making these. All right, so let's get started. So for content, you need anywhere between 1,500 to 2,000 words, just depending on the competition and number of keywords needed. So as you can see here, you got a nice laid out website, very eye-popping, do a good job in marketing. But when it comes to keywords, it's anything where someone might type into Google looking for a particular service or product. So in your content throughout your website, you can place keywords throughout to tell exactly what terms you want your website to be found for by Google. So one thing I would increase is your content on your web page, and that would just increase your searchability on Google. So speaking of Google, I'm living in the Kansas City area. If I'm a consumer, I'm looking for mechanical services, I might type this in: mechanical services, Kansas City, Kansas, or it could be Missouri, but wherever. We picked Kansas because I know you serve that area as well. So here's what typically comes up. A lot of times ads come up. This is a good investment if you haven't done this already, but it's hit or miss. Sometimes consumers click there, sometimes they keep moving forward down the page. This is the map pack here with citations. I'll talk more about that in a minute. That's an important one. But we call these organics right here. We feel this is the most important with searchability in Google. So a lot of consumers pick this to look for a service. So the goal is to be on the first page of any kind of service you provide, whether it's HVAC, plumbing, whatever you do, to be on that first page in all the areas you serve to get in the eyes of the consumers most you can. So scrolling down, you guys are actually on the first page. So you got a strong searchability when it comes to mechanical services. Good job there, because that's in your name. So you want to be on that first page. But I'll compare your website here to a top competitor website, which is right here, and even to dominate this area as well. So I'm going to compare your website to Hearland Mechanical Service, which is in his name as well, and also how you get in this map pack also. So to do a comparison, here's a tool we use. It's called Ahrefs, how to do a deep dive on websites. So here's your URL right here, and here's your numbers. So even though you have a nicely laid out, beautiful website, you only using 9 keywords on your website. So you definitely want to increase your content. So you want to have higher volume in your keywords. Higher the volume, the better. They give you searchability. But you guys offer so many services and so many areas, you get very creative on your keywords. So all the services you provide, a mechanical, HVAC, all the electric you do, and you just tag cities on there: Kansas City, Grandview, Olathe, wherever you go, you get very creative on keywords. So you could dominate this market if you increase your keywords. Comparing that to here's Heartland's website. Very beatable as well. Website's very beatable. So their URL is right here. See, they're using 33 keywords. So that's why they're being on the top of that page. So you could very easily take some of these keywords that apply to anybody. Think all those buyer intent keywords, emergency electricians, you could tie to that. So you could take some of these keywords that they're using, and that's how you start outranking your competitors. Next is backlinks. So a backlink is anywhere where one website is linking to another website. So this is like an endorsement from your website. Google uses this to build trust in your business by seeing others vouching for you. You could also think of it as like a popularity contest. Person with the most backlinks wins. But keeping in mind, not all backlinks are created equal. It's important to have relevant backlinks with other mechanical services, HVAC services, plumbing services, websites linking back to you. It doesn't help if websites outside your industry are linking to you. It doesn't give you that trustability with Google. So right now you're using 65 backlinks with 16 reference domains. And compare that to your top competitor that's top of the page there. They're using 46. So you're actually, you're beating them. So good job on the backlinks, but add even more, and that would dominate them even more. So what they're showing at the top here is their keywords. So get closer to their keywords and you show at the top of that Google page. And then finally, there's citations. So a citation is anywhere where your business name, your number, and your address are shown exactly on your Google business profile. So citations help you rank in this map pack here, which is extremely important for local businesses, since this can generate huge amounts of revenue. And you want to be on that top 3, right in the eyes of consumers, because consumers don't click this button right here for more services, like they don't click page 2 or 3 of Google for more services. So you want to be right in the face of consumers in both areas. So to do that, citation includes directories like Yelp, Angie's List, Expertise, many more you probably heard of. Also, social media accounts work great too. So here's the idea. Your brand begins to be found by Google all over the internet. And the larger your online presence is, the more Google trusts you. So once Google sees you more often than these competitors, the more likely it is you outrank them. So once your content, your backlinks, your citations, once they all come together, you start to outgrow your competitors. So here's what you might be looking at and why that's so worth it. So not sure what your margins are, but I imagine that would generate some pretty decent revenue to be on the top here and here. Also, there's many more keywords you could use to generate more and more traffic and leads. So this is what I do. I create this for you to start generating those leads on your own. But if you do find yourself wanting more to continue scaling as far as you want, feel free to reach out. I can help you out with that, give you some more information, or we talk about goals. I can do the research to find out exactly what could be realistic for your business, what it might take to reach those goals. So if you leave me a few lines of feedback on this video, that will help me out making these for local businesses. Again, I'm Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. Hopefully it was informative. Much luck in your business. Have a great day.